A portion of this video is sponsored by ESR. With so many choices in 2024, it can be tough to decide which earbuds to buy. So I've taken the time to test as many as possible at every price point to give you my top 5 noise canceling earbuds under $200. So make sure to stick around to the very end for microphone samples of all 5 of these earbuds. There will also be links in the video description for all of the earbuds and products shown in this video. So let's get started. Number 5. And in 5th place, we've got the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. So here we have them right here in this purple lilac-ish, lavender-ish color that they tend to come in. So they actually do come in 3 different colors. This is just a color that I chose for mine because you know what? I thought maybe it would look a little bit better on camera. So that's why we're here. So these are featuring Bluetooth 5.3. They've got SBC and AAC as their connection codecs, as well as the SSC codec, which is Samsung Scalable. So they've got that on board for Samsung devices. So yeah, if you got a Galaxy phone, they've got that available for you. Now, these can be paired with both Android and iOS devices in my testing. I've tested them on iPhone 15 Pro Max, as well as my iPad Pro. No problem getting those paired up. They do also feature single usage modes, so you can use each earbud individually if you choose. You got Samsung Fast Switch, but unfortunately no multi-point connectivity. There is minimal latency for video and casual gaming if you want to go that route. Now, the size of the earbuds themselves, as you can see, they are quite small, so they are very comfortable and they have a very secure fit. So they can work well for walks, for workouts, for sleep, or for just casual usage, no problem whatsoever. As you can see, I've already swapped out the ear tips myself. I went with a set of spin fits, but that's what I've got going on with mine. So overall, super comfortable. Now you do get app support for Android devices. Unfortunately, you don't get any app support if you want to use these with an iPhone. Sadly, I don't know why they do that. That's a Samsung thing. I don't get it, but here we are. Now, as far as battery life goes, you get about 5 hours with noise cancellation turned on and 8 hours with noise cancellation turned off. So overall, pretty decent battery life for an earbud of this size. Now, one of the questions you might ask is, well, why did they make the top 5 list for, your top 5 earbuds under $200? So basically, the strong active noise cancellation and their strong ambient mode are some of the best at this price point. And on top of that, you get very smooth, natural tuning that Samsung/AKG are known for. Very Harman friendly as far as tuning is concerned. So you get a nice bass kick without being muddy. You get a nice warm mid-range and a very smooth, non-offensive treble. You also get high-res audio with compatible Samsung devices as well as 360 audio with Dolby Atmos support. And that does work pretty well in my testing. So on top of that, with being super comfortable, easy to use, and decent sound as well, you also get an IPX7 rating. So if you want to use these for gym use or anything like that, you can do that as well. Now, do they have anything going wrong with them, right? Any sort of cons or constructive criticism? I would say first, the lack of app support for iOS users. That kind of sucks. I'm not a fan of that at all. And the fact that they don't have a true multi-point. But aside from those 2 things, overall, they are an excellent option and worthy of coming in at 5th place in this top 5 list. So let's move over to number 4. And in 4th place, we've got the Apple AirPods Pro 2nd Gen. And I've got them here in my ESR Pulse Flick Lock case, as you can see, but more on that in just a sec. So these do carry Bluetooth 5.3 and they have SBC and AAC as their connection codecs. These are compatible with both iOS and Android devices, but because they are Apple AirPods, they are much better suited to being used with either iOS devices or Mac devices. You also get single usage mode, and you do retain both active noise cancellation and transparency functions when using them in single usage mode. Now, they do have a very small, compact size as well. Super, super comfortable. No fatigue whatsoever. I did go ahead and swap in a set of the SpinFit super fine ear tips, as you can see right here. I'll leave links to those in the video description if you're interested. They are very, very good. In addition to that, the AirPods Pro 2nd Gen also carry an IP54 dust and water resistance, which makes it excellent, makes them an excellent choice for both sports and workouts if you want to go that route. Now, the AirPods Pro 2nd Gen also have pretty decent battery life as well. A little bit right around 6 hours noise cancellation turned on, 8 hours with noise cancellation turned off. So overall, pretty good in my opinion. Now, why did they make the cut for this top 5 list? So firstly, top tier ambient mode. This is one of the best ambient transparency modes that you have on the market in 2024. You also get excellent spatial audio here, and you get very good sound quality. The custom drivers and the adaptive audio definitely deliver. You get punchy bass when needed, natural sounding mid-range, and very clean treble with surprising width in the soundstage. Also, in addition to that, you get some very strong active noise cancellation effect here as well. All of that coming in at just under $200. So overall, very good. Now, do I have to give them any sort of constructive criticism? It would be the fact that they need to be used with iOS for maximum performance. Not a fan of that. The fact that there's no true multipoint. You do get multipoint basically with the easy connectivity that you get with Apple devices, but if you move to Android and PC, you're kind of missing out on that. And then lastly, the fact that there's no color options, only in white. I get why they do it, but still not a fan of that. So just wanted to throw that out there. Now, one of the things that the AirPods Pro are known for is their slippery charging case. So if this has ever been a concern for you, then ESR has an awesome solution. The new ESR Pulse Flick Lock case features an internal locking latch combined with strong magnets in the lid and the case to keep your AirPods safe and secure if you happen to drop them on the ground. The case also features a swiping slider right here on the front to give you easy access to your earbuds, and you can easily open and close the case with a single hand. The case is also MagSafe ready, featuring strong magnets in the back for a secure lock on MagSafe chargers. You've also got precise cutouts for the status light, charging port, and the speaker on the bottom, as well as an easy press pairing button right on the back. If you're looking for something different, maybe something with a little bit of a different vibe, ESR also has their Cyber Tough case if you want something with great protection and similar features with a different look. Be sure to check them out at the links in the video description. Huge thank you to ESR for sponsoring this portion of the video, and thank you for your time. So now let's move over to number 3. And in third place, we've got the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. So these are featuring Bluetooth 5.3 with SBC, AAC, and LHDC as their connection codecs. You also get Google Fast Pair, so you do get that prompt on compatible Android devices. You also get multi-point connectivity for up to 2 devices as well, single usage mode, and you still get to use your active noise cancellation and transparency functions as well. And you get minimal latency for video and for gaming. And now with gaming mode, you can use this to reduce latency, but that's only available with specific compatible OnePlus devices. Now, as you can see here, as far as comfort and overall design, they are using a stem design similar to what AirPods or to the previous version of the OnePlus Buds Pro. So I went ahead and swapped in a set of the CP1025s just to improve comfort a little bit, but overall these are extremely comfortable and non-fatiguing, using these for long periods of time. You get solid grip for sports, workouts, walks, or what have you. And they also carry an IP55 rating against sweat and water resistance, so overall very good. These are also compatible with the Hey Melody app, so if you want to have full control over the EQ settings, the listening modes, firmware updates, all of that, make sure you get that Hey Melody app. If you want to see a full walkthrough of the app and these earbuds, I'll leave a link to my full review in the video description. And then when it comes to battery life, you actually get some pretty decent battery life here with over 6 hours with noise cancellation turned on and over 8 hours with noise cancellation turned off. You also get very strong active noise cancellation and very natural transparency mode. So overall, very good. The adaptive ANC works very well in my testing. Now, why did the OnePlus earbuds make the number 3 spot on my top 5 list? Firstly, it's going to be that full feature set for the price. Overall, for the value that you get these earbuds at, and all the time they go on sale anywhere from $100 to $130, so you can get them at heavy discounts. It is a very, very good deal. You also get one of the clearest transparency modes out of all the earbuds in this group. And additionally, you get excellent sound with their Golden Sound personalized EQ. It is excellent. These dual drivers in here, they definitely deliver that thump. You get strong punchy bass, truly bass head certified, warm mid-range, crisp treble. So overall, the sound quality in this feature set is very, very tough to beat. Now, if I had to give them any sort of constructive criticism, I would have said the lack of volume controls on the earbuds, that's a little bit of a tough one for me. Now, they did address this on the OnePlus Buds 3, but I had hoped they would have done this with the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. So that's one of the things. The other thing I don't like are manufacturer-specific features like Apple and Samsung do. Not a fan of that. I hope they get away from that at some point, but something that I felt I should mention here. But overall, a very strong choice in my number 3 spot for this top 5 list. So now let's move into number 2. And in second place, we've got the all-new Nothing Ear for 2024. So these are featuring Bluetooth 5.3 with SBC, AAC, LDAC, and LHDC5 on these earbuds. And these are fully compatible with both iOS and Android devices, but you will need a compatible Android device to take advantage of the high-res codecs like LDAC or LHDC. You also get multi-point for up to 2 devices. These also feature Google Fast Pair and Microsoft Swift Pair, so you get very, very easy pairing with your compatible devices. You also get single usage mode, much like all the other ones, and you still retain ANC and transparency functions. Now you also get minimal latency when watching videos, and these do offer a low lag mode that can further reduce latency for mobile gaming. Now once again, we have the stem design that nothing has become known for. Very small, very lightweight feel in the ear, very comfortable and very secure. Now ear tip choice is always going to be key for the best performance out of a set of earbuds. I went ahead and swapped in a set of the SpinFit Omnis here, but you can choose either the Omnis or the CP360. Both will work just fine in my testing. It is a bit of a stretch though. You will have to stretch them over, so just be forewarned. If you don't feel like stretching out ear tips, then basically don't bother. Now these do also carry an IP54 rating, so using them for gym, for workouts, for sports, not going to be a problem here. And with these earbuds with the nothing ears, you also get their very simple to use squeeze controls. So overall, very, very simple, and they are customizable within the Nothing X app. Now, the Nothing X app is very good. It's available for both iOS and Android. One of the best things about this app is the advanced EQ that they have in there. So if you really want to get in there and really mess around with exactly how you want them to sound, you can totally do that. This is one of the best EQs available in any companion app on any set of earbuds on the market, period. Overall, you get the customized controls as well in the app, and you get that bass enhancement button. So if you feel like these don't have enough bass for you out of the box, you can turn that up and it sounds excellent. So in addition to all of that, one of the other improvements that they made with these was improving the battery life slightly. So with these, you get about 5 hours-ish with noise cancellation turned on, and a little bit over 6 hours with noise cancellation turned off. You also get very strong active noise cancellation performance, some of the best out of all of the earbuds in this list, and a very good transparency mode as well. Very natural sounding, not as processed as some of the others. Now, why did the Nothing Ear come in second place in my top 5 list? Basically, they're very balanced sound quality. The tuning here is excellent. So shout out to everybody who worked, on getting these to sound the way that they do, because these sound very, very good. Nothing continues to step up their game with every single release ever since the Nothing Ear 1. You get that balanced sound, and you can boost the bass using the bass enhancement to your own liking. Has a very smooth and a very natural mid-range that works well for both male and female vocals as well as instruments. The treble is very crisp with no harshness, no sibilance, very smooth, and good detail and instrument separation as well. You also get a pretty decent amount of soundstage, so these are probably one of the closest earbuds to sounding like a set of IEMs on the market in 2024. Now, if I had to give Nothing any sort of constructive criticism, I would say there's a little bit of a slight EQ shift when you activate noise cancellation on its high setting. And by EQ shift, I mean that the sound changes just a little bit. So it's not horrible, but it wasn't noticeable enough for me to bring that up here. So I figured it was worth mentioning. But overall, the Nothing Ear come in at a very strong second place in my top 5 list. So now let's move into the number 1. And in first place, we've got the Status Audio Between 3 ANC. Now, these are featuring Bluetooth 5.2 with AAC and SBC. Now, we don't have any high-res codecs here, but that is not a problem because these earbuds don't need them. So these are fully compatible with both iOS and Android devices. Single usage mode works perfectly in my testing, and you also maintain the ability to use ANC and transparency mode when you're using one earbud at a time. The Between 3 ANC also feature multi-point connectivity for up to 2 devices, so overall very good. And you get minimal latency when watching videos or for mobile gaming. Although if you are a competitive mobile gamer, then I would say the latency on this is noticeable, so you may want to go with something different if you are looking for something for mobile gaming. When it comes to comfort, the overall shape and size of these earbuds, as you can see, they are not the smallest earbuds on the market. So let me go ahead and pull that right out of the case. So this is the part that actually goes into your ear. So overall, that's not very big, but most of their size is carried outside of the ear. So this is something that can be quite noticeable. So if you need something discreet, this might not be it for you. Now, they do have a tip and cushion design, although I went ahead and swapped in a set of the SpinFit Omnis on mine for the improved seal and the improved comfort. In my ears, these fit just fine. I don't have any problems with ear fatigue or anything like that. But like I said, it's probably due to the fact that most of the bulk of these earbuds is carried outside of the ear. Now, being that a lot of the size is carried outside of the ear, one of the things that I will say is that for sleep, these are a no-go because they do stick out quite a bit. If you're a side sleeper, probably not the right move. But if you're a back sleeper, shouldn't be a problem. And I've also tested these in gym use. So using them on the treadmill, using them on the elliptical, using them for my weightlifting. So far, everything has worked out perfectly. So overall, very good. And they do carry that IPX5 water resistance, so no issues. Now, I wouldn't take them swimming, but I've sweated in them, has not been a problem. Now, when it comes to control on these earbuds, you actually get both buttons and touch controls. Sadly, they aren't customizable, but you get control over everything, so you really wouldn't need to customize them anyway. But it still would be something cool to have. They do have app support from the Between 3 A and C app, and it gives you the option for different custom EQs. You get sound controls, you get to do firmware updates, things of that nature, but the app is still kind of lacking. I think it can be improved quite a bit, but it is what it is. It's nothing to write home about. Now, one of the other features that I truly like about these earbuds is their exceptional battery life. I got over 7 hours of noise cancellation turned on and over 11 hours with noise cancellation turned off. And this is outstanding battery life in 2024 for a set of true wireless earbuds. Now, charging the case itself, it comes via USB-C right here on the back, and you also get wireless charging if you want to do that. Now, these earbuds are full featured. Like I said, you do get active noise cancellation, you do get transparency mode, but the performance of that is, I would say, right around mid-pack in this group. So it's not the best, it's also not the worst, so right there in the middle. So now that I say that, you might be asking yourself, if it's middle of the pack, so why would this be the number one spot for you? 2 words: sound quality. Status Audio is known for creating products with well-balanced sound, from their IEMs to their studio headphones, as well as their predecessors, the OG Between Pro wireless earbuds. So those earbuds held the title for the best sounding wireless for a long time before being dethroned, in my personal opinion. Now, once again, Status Audio has come back with their triple driver setup to deliver exceptional sound. You get a single 10mm dynamic driver for that low-end bass and dual balanced armatures to handle the mid-range and the treble. Combine that with the refinements in their tuning, and you have a serious set of earbuds worthy of taking the $200 crown. All of that despite not even having aptX Adaptive or LDAC or LHDC or any of that stuff. Now, they also feature 3 EQ presets. You have the Signature, you have Audiophile, and you have the OG Between Pro. My personal favorite being the Status Signature. The Audiophile tuning is a bit more flat and balanced, which is nice, but it's not my preference since I like a bit more bass and warmth in my tuning. As such, most of my testing was done in the Status Signature EQ. And then when it comes to the sound quality itself, you get excellent sub-bass extension without getting muddy, without bleeding into the mid-range or any of that, unless that's what you want. You can make those adjustments in the EQ. You get a strong bass punch, it hits hard when needed, but it remains controlled and it gets out of there quickly. Now, it's good enough to satisfy bass heads and audiophiles alike, depending on your personal preference. When it comes to the mid-range, the mids come in with a nice, smooth sound that's both slightly forward, but still very pleasing at the same time. It's a warm sound that works well for both male and female vocals, as well as like live rock bands or classical music or any of that. So overall, a very, very good mid-range as well. Now, overall, the treble itself is also very crisp and clear with no sibilance, and you can easily boost the treble in the app if you want a little bit more, but I left it alone because it was already bright enough for my own ears. Now, there is excellent soundstage and imaging that can rival similarly priced wired IEMs. You get solid detail retrieval as well, especially when listening to songs with string instruments like guitars, violins, things of that nature. Never does the sound get cluttered or muddy, in my opinion. Now, overall, the Status Between 3A and C prove that you don't need fancy codecs to produce one of the best sounding wireless earbuds on the market in 2024. I've been telling my viewers and subscribers that the Status Between 3A and C are the best under 200 for months, and that opinion still stands. I still stand on that opinion 100%. While other earbuds on this list might be smaller or offer stronger ANC, these still hold the title for sound quality in my personal opinion. Now, do I have any kind of constructive criticism? These are things that I've mentioned before in my full review. The app definitely needs improvement. I would love to see customizable controls, and I would also love to see a low latency mode included. I think that'd be kind of cool. So now let's go ahead and get into some quick mic samples for all 5 of these earbuds, and this way you can hear the microphone differences between all of them. All right, so here we have the mic quality test for the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, here we have the microphone quality check for the Apple AirPods Pro 2. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, and here we have the microphone test for the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, and here we have the microphone test for the Nothing Ear 2024. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, here we have the microphone sample for the status audio between 3A and C. So, testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So, testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So, testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Apple AirPods Pro in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So, testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So, testing, 1, 2, 3. So here we have the Nothing Ear 2024 in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So, testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the status audio between 3A and C in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So, testing, 1, 2, 3. Now, if you want to check out the full review of the status audio between 3A and C, check out the video that I'm going to leave for you right up here. And if you want to see how I rank some of the best earbuds on the market in 2024, check out my tier list right up here. With that said, my name is JEFE, and I'm out.